चैतन्यमनोविश्वं स्थापितमेन भूतले स्वयं रूप गदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुतापदकमलं श्रीगुरोन् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगण रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधाकृष्णपादान्
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
श्री
Uh,
Yes, Mataji. Yes, Mataji. Am I doing something wrong?
Sorry, Prabhu. No, your voice was very feeble, but I think it's my problem. It's not from your end, Prabhu.
हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधो दीनबंधो जगतपते गोपेशा गोपिका कांत राधा कांत नमस्तुते तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी विश्वानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये नमो महावदान्याय कृष्ण प्रेम प्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्ण चैतन्य नाम्ने गौरतिसे नमः पंचतत्वकं कृष्णं भक्तरूपस्वरूपकं भक्तावतारं भक्ताख्यां नमामि भक्तशक्तिकं वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपासिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। श्री रोमपाल स्वामी जी महाराज के श्रील प्रभुपाद जी की जय।
Nice.
Is it audible to everyone?
Yes, Prabhu.
Okay, thank you Mataji for confirming.
Okay. So let's see if there's some discussion. We've had some nice topics this morning with nice kirtan.
Hare Krishna, Guru Maharaj. The two sharings. The first is regarding the title of the lecture. I find it self-illuminating from three aspects. The first is I see that with love from the heart, there's two phrases. It's because you can't talk about love if it is not from the heart. You can't find love in the mind or in the intelligence. Some other places it can only be found in the heart. And the second thing is I think from the heart also means it has to be genuine and has to be voluntary. In the sense that love cannot be faked and cannot be forced. And I remember Garuda Prabhu made a big point on this during the Memorial Day weekend.
Mm.
And then that's the third aspect. I think is love is this. It's an energy. It's formless. It's energy flowing from the heart, and but it's substantiated into action. And specifically in the context of this title, it's substantiated into the offering of Krishna, his name. And this is the first thing. It's an interesting title. And the second thing is maybe more in connection with yesterday's lecture. Many years ago, I was in graduate study working on my thesis. And my advisor told me, if you want to write one paper, then you need to perhaps read 1,000 papers. It may not be literal, but the point is, I think the offering of Krishna's name with love and from the heart is also a practice, and it has to be practiced with enthusiasm, with determination, with confidence, and those very necessary elements. And then the more we immerse ourselves in that love, in that ocean of love, the more we are likely to have that offering with love and from the heart.
I have a comment on your comment. Purposefully, the word love and from the heart are included in the title, and it's not redundant. It can be taken as redundant. Well, you already said it, so why are you saying it again? That's redundancy. There's a notion that's not genuine when I love something or someone or something, like that. It's notional, emotional, but notional. So what is from the heart means, because that's the whole theme of the presentation. What does it mean from the heart? Because there's going back to what you said, there's the intelligence, the mind, of course, there's our dear friend false ego, and the subtle material coverings. And what's the heart? What is it? Is it a combination of this and that and the other thing? What is it? And same thing, what is love? So that the title was to lead into the discussion. And then the discussion was meant to lead us into the activity. From the heart comes the rest. Do you want to Jivana? Do we have the extra microphone? And next to him, next person, you can go ahead.
First, I just wanted to thank Mukunda for doing what he did.
Yeah, it was nice. His mom had a role to play. His mom liked it. There was another event where this was also done, and it was recommended. Therefore, she gets some credit too.
Yeah. It really helped to, if it's just in the schedule as opposed to impromptu, like a teacher will give you an impromptu quiz at the beginning of class. This was an impromptu focus time to experience Kirtan, which was different. I think it's very nice.
Very nice. Very nice.
The other thing is more of a comment, Maharaj, that the recording of Prabhupada saying to chant with Preeti, he used the word Preeti several times.
Yes.
And going back to your presentation of Madhurya Kadambini in November, one of the slides, Jiva Goswami explains from Priti Sandarbha what Priti is.
Mm.
And it really stuck with me. And the three things that he says, what Priti is, what love is, because it helps give some substance to the meaning of love, is one, wishing to serve Krishna, wishing to please Krishna. The second was to wishing to be in Krishna's association. And the third was experiencing Krishna's sweetness. So those three things are components, according to Jiva Goswami, that make up Priti, that Prabhupada was saying. Chant with Priti, chant with Priti.
Mm.
I just wanted to share.
Thank you. Very much appreciated. Behind you.
Thank you very much, Guru Maharaj.
You got a back row seat back there.
Yeah. I came a little late, Guru Maharaj, so sorry about that. I have two questions, Guru Maharaj. One is related to we had a very nice picture or a slide of key, and it was talking about the heart. So my question is, what are we? Are we heart, or we are mind, or we are independent of both as a spirit soul?
What do you think? You're asking the question. I'm asking you a question.
Where I am, I would think that I'm a combination of these three.
Okay, and the combination of those things are resting upon who we are. So we have, there's a covering, mind, intelligence, and ego, and there's a spiritual, mind, intelligence, and ego. That's who we are. So it depends. Your answer, my response is, it depends on which are we speaking about. Are we speaking about the material or the spiritual? And the spiritual is who we are. Those are features of the spiritual. Does that answer your question?
Not really, Guru Maharaj, because the question was specifically related to one side which says that if we come from the platform of the heart, then that is our real self.
Okay. That's from the soul itself, which is who we are. And who we are, the heart of who we really are is the aspiration, the eagerness that Krishna should be pleased. That's the answer. That's my answer to your question.
Thank you, Guru Maharaj. I have one more, if that's okay. Thank you very much. Maharaj, there was an emphasis on the word bhakti. And my question was, how do we quantify bhakti?
How do you quantify the unlimited? Why are you asking that question?
Guru Maharaj, I'm asking that question because there were two words, keval and sneha yukta.
Yeah, there are two words, I remember.
And I was thinking about, how do I know that I'm not tending in the direction of keval, which was also assigned to the duty, and not sneha yukta, which is with love. And therefore I need to know, how do I measure my progress on the path of bhakti?
Okay. I like simple answers. Who's at the center? That's the answer to your question. Let's assume that some of us here in the room are not pure devotees. It's probably a safe assumption. So there's a mix. And so how do you measure quantitatively, or, who's at the center? And then the more, that's the meter. who's at the center meter. And then a standard that Krishna is at the center is whatever Krishna sends my way, it's okay because Krishna sent it my way. And I'm not going to whine and complain that I got something I didn't want or I didn't get what I wanted. Externally or internally or relationally.
Thank you, Maharaj. Thank you very much.
I particularly liked one of the things that I spoke on yesterday was Shyamasundar commenting that in 1948, a lengthy 1,200-page manuscript for Bhagavad Gita was stolen. No, that was before Shyamasundar met Prabhupada, but Prabhupada related it to him, and he just went and did it again. And then in New York, he did it again. So what's the purpose? Krishna is to be pleased without discouragement. And so that's where Krishna is at the center. It's not me. It's not the servitor is at the center. I'm meant to be pleased by or something. That's the measure. Quantitative. What was your question? Okay, I see a few hands. Here comes the microphone. Look at that, it just showed up on your hand and you had raised.
Hare Krishna. Guru Maharaj, one definition of love that I like very much is interest. How much interest I have in a particular relationship or person. Like a young boy is interested in the activities of a young girl, like that.
And that's love? Really?
Yes. So,
what books are you reading? Not the same ones I'm reading.
Well, Srila Rupa Goswami did say that in one of his prayers.
But it's not what love is. It's a reflection. It's not what love is. I'm sorry to interrupt your parade, but let's get definitions straight. I'm sorry. I silenced you. If we, all I'm doing in responding is put the definition in a spiritual context, and I'm fine with it. But
I'm talking about a spiritual context, of course, yes.
Well, that's not what I heard.
Okay.
Go ahead.
I'm sorry about the confusion. I meant interest in terms of the other person. So, in this case, Krishna being the center. And so that is something that I relate to very much. That I'm interested in the person Krishna, I'm interested in the topics of Krishna, I'm interested in the devotees of Krishna, I'm interested in chanting of Krishna. So my interest is what drives that relationship. And I see that as a nice definition of love.
Okay. Thank you.
Is that...
You're sharing, and I'd say thank you.
Okay, I mean, I wanted to hear your thoughts on that.
I already shared my thoughts on that, and it wasn't done in the proper manner, and so I set you off. I'm sorry.
No, my bad. Thank you.
Hare Krishna Guru Maharaj. I have two questions. So one is when I'm thinking deeply.
One is what?
When I'm thinking deeply, so I'm realizing that many times I don't even know my solid why, and just going on with the activities and just thinking I have to do this, I have to do this. But Krishna is so kind and merciful that he gives such moments of concentrated gratitude, if I may call this, that suddenly, I mean, it feels like dots are connecting. And why am I doing all this? That just comes little bit, a glimpse of it. And then I am feeling very determined, and I really, really want to offer my life. Everything happens. But then other moments are like, again, I am feeling very wretched, very wretched. That I know, Krishna, you have given me those moments, but see, I am so ungrateful that I am feeling so wretched and so selfish. So it is very, very painful to the heart, but that is the fact, actually. That is, the pendulum is going on like that Krishna is so ready, but I feel that I'm not ready. I don't want to say that, but yes, wretched is the right word. I am just finding that to be right. So it's very painful. So that is one sharing. And if you would like, Guru Maharaj, would you like to please say something about that? How can I can improve? I don't want it to be a how-to question, but just improving the situation.
Well, pain is a good teacher. Krishna's mercy. You have children. And sometimes you're encouraging, and sometimes you're shaking your finger. It's not when you're shaking your finger, in principle, it's cruel. You're not being kind. So kindness has its features, and when that sense of pain, it's kindness. It's good. It's see it as a reciprocation from Krishna, who's the stage of Anishita Bhakti is common for all of us. And the more there's you're saying the word pain, but acknowledgement of shortcomings, that's a necessary step in going beyond the shortcomings, because otherwise I won't even see that the shortcomings are there.
So if I have understood correctly, Guru Maharaj, you are saying that the feelings of pain that I am feeling,
Embrace it. Fall at Krishna's feet and say thank you.
so they are not from my side.
It's okay. It's okay. You're being reminded of, there's some further distance to go, and take encouragement from that. It's a prompt. You want some distance, go further. It can come, as we saw yesterday. You were with us yesterday evening?
Yeah, I was in the class.
Okay, good. So that beautiful painting of Srila Prabhupada's in Jaladuta, and Krishna comes, puts his hand on his chest. So it can be that kind of comforting response. But, he had a heart attack. That's painful. That's like literally painful. And who knows if he's going to make it to the other side. But Krishna's reassurance. So that's kind of reassurance, and the other kind of prompt. So it's kindness or kindness or kindness, just like a parent to a child. It's kindness out of affection. So it's Krishna's affection, reciprocating with whatever efforts you're making. Supposing you're a wanton, selfish person, you wouldn't feel that pain. That's a privilege. It's a kindness of Krishna. With palms folded, paying obeisances to Krishna, thank you. isn't like yummy. I don't like that feeling, but I appreciate Krishna's not neglecting me. He's helping me. So it's part of our loving relationship with Krishna, and accept it in that mood. Your other question.
Yes, Guru Maharaj. So,
Hare Krishna. Should we continue, or I should pause here, and will we continue from Monday?
We can pause here, Prabhu.
Thank you, Prabhu. So now it's time for realization and sharing from the discussion today. So today is mostly a question answer session, and Prabhuji and Mataji asked very nice questions. So please, and whatever the Maharaji answers given, it's really learning for me. What is the difference between like and love? And if Krishna is in the center, then we can judge it's a real love or love from heart. Maharaj was explaining. So please come forward and share your thoughts, or any question is there, or any reflections from the lecture. Most welcome.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. This is Kumarika Devadasi.
Hare Krishna Mataji, then Pranam.
I really like that definition of preeti or love from the Sandarbhas that Prabhu, Jamuna Jivan Prabhu quoted. It is eagerness to be with Krishna, eagerness to serve him, and to experience the sweetness of Krishna. So that really gave a definition of what we should be feeling. Thank you, Prabhu.
Nice Mataji, nice. Hare Krishna. Yes, Sarvari Mataji, I think you have raised your hand.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Yes, it's the same what Kumarika Mataji said. The definition of Priti, given those 3 points, were very nice. That's what I liked also the most. Thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji. Anyone?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, Dhanad Pranam.
Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
I really like the way Maharaj was actually consoling the Mataji who was asking that she is moving like a pendulum. And the way Maharaj explained that it's okay and you have to wait, you have to uh, keep your faith and you have to make it strong, and moving forward, Krishna will show his mercy how things are going to unfold. So that part I really like. Hare Krishna.
Yeah, nice, Mataji. Maharaji mentioned that it's a reminder that you have to go a little bit more. So, in spirituality, nothing to like worry. As Maharaji, I understood. Wherever we are, we can try to move further. Nice observation, Mataji. Thank you.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Yeah. So in continuation with this, another point, one devotee her definition of love, and Maharaj said that this is not the one that I have heard. So and he corrected him immediately, but very sensible way, and so nice that Maharaj was showing by his own example that how to, as a teacher, we must correct, but how sensibly he was actually correcting. It was very exemplary and nice for all of us that how to do that. And second thing is that even the participants, when they were speaking, they know that Maharaj had difficulty to understand the accent and other things, so they were speaking so slow and clear, so that it is easy for Maharaj to understand and hear. So that was also a very good part, that when we speak with Maharaj, that we must be very slow and clear in our thought. So just to observation. Thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Yes, Prabhuji. The Maharaj has clarified the difference between like and love. So it's a learning for me actually today. Thank you. Any other Prabhuji's Mataji wants to share your reflection from today's lecture, or any question is there?
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna, Prabhujis and Matajis, whoever in the class. I'm really blessed, so grateful that though I am a dormant listener for all these years, but the way I get the solutions, the questions which I get when I listen the class, they are questioned and answered by within the devotees yourself only. Morning actually I'm unable to speak because of my busy schedule, but the questions which raise in my heart, the same questions will be asked somehow by Matajis and Prabhujis, which I get the solution. I'm really blessed for that. And thank you, Prabhuji and Mataji, especially Kumarika Mataji, who is my mentor and guru, everything, if she is online. But I hope that I'll further deeper into, due to my schedule, I couldn't participate actively. But the way, as Mataji said earlier, that listening to the Krishna conscious satsang or the bhajan or kirtan, really it purifies a lot, which I have seen in my journey of beginning towards the Krishna conscious. Hare Krishna, Prabhujis and Matajis. Once again, I am very blessed. Heartfelt thank you and gratitude to everyone from my bottom of the heart. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji, for sharing your thoughts. Nice. It's the same thing I feel. So lots of learning for me also, Mataji. Sanatan Gopa Prabhu, do you want to share anything, Prabhu?
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna.
Actually, I like that love should be from the heart, not from the mind and intelligence. Love cannot be faked. Love is in the form of energy. It's converted into action. And in the definition, you say, you love Krishna, you love the devotee, and out of love, what you get? You get immense bliss. That is the byproduct. That's the final thing is the bliss we want. Love of Krishna is dormant in all the hearts. And when it is awakened, the amount of pleasure you get is immeasurable. That's what we are trying. When you do the chanting and we do devotional service, we have plenty of bliss. And the thing is, it's not a open loop system. It's a closed loop system. That is, as and you get the bliss, the love of Krishna and the love of the devotees go on increasing. That is a devotional service. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhu, for sharing your thoughts. Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Any other Prabhujis, Matajis, before going to Shyamkund Prabhu?
No, we have here with us Mukunda Murari Prabhu.
Yes.
And we have Rajeshwari Mataji too. Yes.
Hare Krishna. Yeah, actually, many times I used to think, what is this feeling of love? So today's class, Maharaj was explaining very nicely. And there is one particular sloka from the gopis. They express their love to Krishna. It's a very nice words. It says that Chalasi yad brajan charayan pashum nalina sundaram natate padam Shilatrana kurai sidati tina kalilata manah kanta gacchati. So they are feeling that when Krishna every day he goes to the forest, they taking the cows and the calves, their minds are disturbed. But the thought of that Krishna's feet, it's more beautiful than a lotus. It will be pricked with the spiked hooks of grain and the rough grass and plants. So by just thinking of that they are so much get agitated, their feelings of love and affection for Krishna. So this is from their heart. So that's what how they are expressing their love for Krishna, that they cannot forget Krishna at any moment of their life. So this is that feeling of separation. So this is this can be expressed by everyone, but that feeling is what actually Krishna is expecting from all of us. So it's so nice when we think of like that, naturally we can also experience how much the gopis are in love with Krishna. Just wanted to share that one. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
1 minute, Prabhu. I'll give it to Rajeshwari Mataji also.
Hare Krishna, Dandavad Pranam, please accept my humble obeisances. I just wanted to add that how that Prabhu very nicely he asked that question, can you quantify? Then Guru Maharaj immediately said that we can't quantify the bhakti and which is unlimited. And then he gave the example of how Shyam Sundar Prabhu quoted in 1948. He wrote, Prabhupada wrote once a commentary of Bhagavad Gita, and then again, when it got stolen, again he repeated. So the mood that just like how Prabhu expressed, the mood is that we want to serve Krishna. It is like in a pot of rice, you just pick one particle of cooked rice, and then you check the quality of it. That is the you can't go on checking the whole pot of rice, every particle. So it is that way that I like when I am recording, when I'm doing some seva PPT presentation, but if suppose I forgot to save it, and then current goes off, my work of 1 hour 2 hour goes off, how I feel wretched. And then if when I'm writing Bhakti Vaibhav exam in Google form, if suppose that day, that exam, whatever I wrote, if it goes off, that answers, and I had to repeat the exam, this is smallest mistake that can happen. But I feel so wretched. So this is the level of the patience, the endurance, that is. So this is how I can quantify that whether I am improving in my devotional service, of like whether I am taking whatever Krishna has given me with the great gratitude, whether I am able to open my heart. Like I can now see that I was actually feeling so wretched in my life, how I left suddenly Balram Desh, Bahrain, leaving all the services. I felt wretched that Radha Bhairaneshwara, we were the one who were giving the noon bhoga. The noon bhoga we were offering. Suddenly, in 2 days, we left that service and came. My heart was storming that how I can leave that service and come just because of some bombing by Israel, that Iran, whatever happened there. We just took our flight and came to India, not for the particular reason. We of course, that was the main reason, and the secondary reason was my father was totally unwell that time. So I was thinking, how I can do that. Suddenly, I just left, and then I was expecting that Krishna, this kind of sudden break of service is not fair, because in a relationship we are supposed to be responsible. So how it is, it is not fair. Then that very day I landed, my son's passport was in the water. Somehow we dipped it in the soap water, and we had to reapply that. And meanwhile, I was taking care with endurance my father, who is not a devotee. He had a lot of negativity in him, and which he had to throw on me only, because he feels I am the one receiving end. So much I endured 20 days. And the last day of leaving Chennai, the passport arrived exactly in the afternoon. So it was, I felt that, Krishna gave me a slap, but then I also expressed how that, for my father I came, Krishna. I was crying every day. I have come for my father. It's an insignificant thing that, I left the service and I came. But it is like Krishna, please excuse me. I was like crying to him. And then finally, Krishna blessed me, showered me with blessing of Vinodini Mataji's association and Prabhu's association. I cannot even express my words. So I'm just saying that, Krishna, although he is a strict master, but he is the most merciful, whom we can serve, however we are rotting in the material world, but we can serve him. He will take care of us. He is the most reliable master. Thank you so much.
Very nice, Mataji.
Seven, 11, maybe just 3 minutes. Can I take, Prabhu?
Yes, Prabhu. I was waiting for you.
So, in I paired these question and answer sessions. The way Maharaj replied, it was actually his own character. He was telling others what to do, but he verbalized the expressions of his character very nicely. Like, I think it was Yamana Jivan Prabhu who asked a question, how do you quantify bhakti, etc. Or I think it was after him, somebody else. And Maharaj's reply was simple. He said, whatever Krishna has sent my way, I'm not going to whine, externally, internally, or relationally. In other words, Maharaj says he works with what he has. Does it mean that he doesn't put external effort? He just goes to a place, sees what Krishna wants to him? No, he accepts. The way I've seen it is, he accepts what Krishna gives, and he also tries to put additional effort. But while he is accepting it, he's not whining it. I'll just give you an example. Sometime in 1990s, I think it was 95 or something like that. Prior to that, Maharaj was primarily speaking to audiences in the New York area, and then he was responsible for the other states and cities in the eastern and northeastern United States. And slowly, it was in, I think, around 2000, when Tamal Krishna Maharaj was initially part of Chicago, and then Maharaj was busy with his doctoral studies, etc. So then His Holiness Prabhupada Maharaj went to Chicago, and now these lectures are coming from Chicago. From 2000 or so, somewhere there, 95, 2000, something like that, maybe 98, I think, to now, it's been 27 years. And he's just been working with the devotees there. In this temple, where he is giving the class, it's run by Premananda Mataji. She became a disciple sometime in 91, 92, something, or 93, something like that. One disciple, he has just worked with one disciple. And with that disciple, her heart has transformed such that she's now like 70 years old, or 74 or 75, I think, something like that. At the age of 72 or 74, she started constructing a temple. Anybody who has even tried to construct a house knows how tough it is. And to construct a temple is a different league altogether. And to construct a temple requires force, will, determination, etc. And she did all of that because Maharaj felt, this is the kind of devotees I've got here. She was just a working woman. She was in a hospital. She was in charge of a lab. She was a chemist in charge of a lab, etc. But he waited for her to retire. And then when she said, can I offer a temple for you? He said, yes, go ahead. And Maharaj never told her, I need a temple. Maharaj told her, we need a nice facilities for devotees in this area. And the one devotee picked it up. So the art of inspiring people actually depends upon the way we are connected to Krishna. And sometimes, and like many times, Maharaj has spoken many words, and very few people have taken it. But Maharaj doesn't whine, saying, I have spoken so many times and people cannot get it. He says, they will get it when they are ready for it. So his character came out that way very nicely. In response to the Mataji's question that she feels so wretched sometimes, sometimes there's concentrated gratitude. Many times she doesn't know why things are happening. Very nicely, Maharaj said, pain is a good teacher. In his own life, Maharaj is a sannyasi, he's a guru. But there have been many instances which have given him pain. And he has also mentioned, maybe if I were a lady, I would have cried, but I have to move on. It's not that he doesn't have emotions for many things that have happened in his life. And when he said this one phrase, pain is a good teacher, it's not that he's taking it like a life coach, just giving some nice sound bullets. It's coming from his lived experience. And in that lived experience, he has come closer to Krishna. He has come closer to Srila Prabhupada. And he feels his life has taken a whole new dimension with it. So he has seen pain as kindness from Krishna. And he's just expressing it. So many times people think that, hey, when you're sitting on a vyasa or speaker, you're just going to speak to others. But in the case of elevated devotees like Maharaj, he himself is showcasing his bountiful, merciful, and elevated qualities. That's it. And thank you to Mukunda Murari for the message. That's it, bro. Anybody else would like to add?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Thank you very much, Prabhu, for opening the mind and heart of the Maharaj, so that we are actually connecting with that words and creating a great relationship. Even I'm getting that kind of mood when you're speaking about Maharaj and all. So even Mataji also, we really felt her separation or something from deities. So how we should feel and what is the mood. It's kind of a gopis. I feel like that. Thank you, Mataji and Prabhu. Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Thank you, Prabhuji, for your thoughts and nice sharing. Always, I feel that whatever Maharaj is giving in the lecture, you always simplify this and so that we can understand better. That's my comments from your thoughts and whatever you share your words. One question from the Madhav Murari Prabhu. Maybe today
Which
time
was
is
the
not
Murari, Prabhu?
allowed.
I told the name incorrectly yesterday too. Sorry. Yes. Please go ahead.
Did I take wrong name?
No, it was me who told the name incorrectly yesterday. His name is Mukunda Murari.
Okay, sorry. Yes, so Prabhuji, maybe we can discuss Monday, but the question is, you told that Krishna wants the same love what the gopis expressed in their heart. Gopi was always hankering the love for the Krishna, and Krishna expect the same thing from us. But I'm thinking that I'm very, very far behind. Whatever the devotional services in the name of chanting or little bit service I do, I feel that some duty, it's a duty bound feeling is coming. I should do. It's not because of the love. So, how to reach to that level? Since Krishna is expecting the same thing, we should realize it and we should try to do that. But I'm not at that platform. How to develop that feeling? Whatever I'm doing, it should not be duty bound. Rather, it should be love bound. Any thought or anything? It's a 7:20, but if we'll take this topic on Monday, it will be good. Or Prabhuji can, if everyone is allowing, for 1 or 2 minutes and Prabhuji can give answer? Or should we wrap up the today's lecture, today's session?
Hare Krishna Prabhu, I'll just try to say a few lines. Actually, uh, it is in the initial stages, it will be as a duty bound only we will be doing it, definitely. But what happens is that when we keep continuously hearing such topics, and then that is actually the love is there. It is not something Prabhupada says, no, that love for Krishna is always inherent in the soul. It is not something artificial. So it is naturally, it is there for all of us. It is only it is at a suitable, situation when our heart completely transform, when our modes, when we overcome these modes, and then originally it comes. Just like the diamond is there, it is covered with charcoal, all the dirt, it will come automatically when in the suitable condition. Same way, we don't have to worry that we don't have to get it something artificial. It is there already with all of us. So it will naturally, it will come to all of us, just a matter of time. So we just continue to do what we are doing it. And then when we hear such topics like this gopi separation, definitely we can it is that even a small service, like when we are offering boga to the Lord or any services, we can always the devotional service is not something very difficult or something like a big formula. It is so simple actually that just Krishna wants that feeling, that's all. So when we keep hearing these prayers and we talk about, discuss all these things, naturally we can develop these things. It's my it's not that I'm also an effort only. I keep thinking about this, and then I understand this is a simple thing, Krishna consciousness. Just Krishna wants that feeling only, and which can be offered by all of us, irrespective of whatever level we are in. Just at whatever simple seva we are doing, we can always express from our heart this feeling. Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Thank you, Prabhu. Thank you. Thank you, Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Should we end the call here?
Yes, Prabhu. Thank